and welcome to your Lunar Eclipse tarot reading. This is a timeless reading for the lunar eclipse energy. However, when I'm recording this, it is the blood moon during the eclipse of the Virgo season. So we now have 2 eclipses in this month. So I feel like it's a really good time for us to tap into the energy of the eclipse together. There have been downloads and guided messages coming in before the reading. So if you're here just for the tarot reading, timestamps down below. Go ahead and click that and skip to the reading. However, I would like to kind of get into the channeled messages that came in for this video first for the Virgo eclipse energy, and I wrote here eclipse number 1 because again there's a solar eclipse towards the end of the month. Okay. So the energy of the eclipse itself is the renewal, the dismantling, or like almost like the moon going dark to completely dark to shine its light again in the next season. So I feel like your energy, you may have gone through a period of dark night of the soul or complete dismantle of your previous structure, previous belief system, and their energetic vessel cleansing. Yeah, and that was to kind of lead you towards this new way of shining your light, this new way of illuminating the sky. So a lot of rebuilding, a lot of renovation, and they're giving me a picture they're giving me a picture of someone fully emptying their cup, just pouring out the cup so that you have a new vessel to finally be ready for the new energy to course through your light body. So it's almost like that, like you know what you're doing with this human vessel, this container, and you are pretty much aware that this complete emptying of whatever was inside it is divinely timed. For those of you watching during the blood moon, or if you are watching even during any other eclipse seasons, there is a message that has to do with the special quality of the blood moon that could help you at this time. So the blood moon, they just told me like straight up blood lineage, ancestry. So there is an emptying of your old ancestral energy that is happening at this time. Anything that was passed on through your lineage, and they're giving me like not just your blood relatives, but that is like pretty much at the forefront, but also your star guides, your teachers, the lineage of mastery, of whatever mastery you are focusing on at this time. There is an emptying of energies that are not yours, that at a point certain contracts, certain karmic ties or quantum entanglements happened, and they're saying this was maybe in previous lifetimes or in like a parallel timeline where you may have taken vows or contracts to be the one to carry the ancestral karma and heal it. Because at one point in time we thought like, oh, we love our ancestors, right? We're here on earth, and like, yeah, we're gonna be that soul who helped transmute the energetic baggages of our of those who came before us. And they're saying at this time there's an emptying of that, meaning dismantling of vows, severing of ties, and and they're telling me a renegotiation or a redrafting of a new kind of contract of how you help serve to transmute those ancestral energies. And I'm hesitating because they're trying to say that it's not really karma in the sense in how we may understand it. It's just quantum entanglement, energetic transmissions, things that we carried without knowing that we didn't have to carry them. So that is dissolving during this time for you. If these messages are resonating for you, then those are the confirmations that you are here for a reason, and that we are led together by the universe to meet here in this space, and we'll travel through this dimension together. Okay. I'll just skim through the text as well, and maybe you can screenshot or pause the video and read this by yourself. I feel like they want to talk more about these in the tarot reading. So there's DNA activation, of course, as a result of that emptying of the old energies. There are cellular healing happening because of they're telling me genetic DNA, the things that are passed on genetically to you that you no longer have to carry, that you will be able to spot and see clearly what it is, and have that be, they're giving me a picture, that's why, have that be dissolved, be faded, and be kind of, the picture they're giving me is like, have that be transported to a different dimension. Okay, it's just whoop, it's no longer there because you're no longer aligned with it. It's not yours, and it is returned to either the universe or the ancestors that are now helping you to take that energy back so they can work with it, because those maybe contract promises are no longer align with seeing you carrying this burden alone. From the perspective of them being source energy now, they understand that it's not your job. Like, give it back. They're like, give it back. We are ready. We'll do our parts whenever we reincarnate. Oh, that's our job. Like, it's not yours. Give it back. Okay. That's the energy of I feel like either your like grandfather, grandmother, like that kind of generation that may have passed away, or any passed on loved ones who now in their etheric form realize like, oh, no, you are not carrying that. Okay. So I feel like a warmth on my back, so I feel like they are kind of very close to you, and they have always been contacting and communicating with you very closely as a guide, and they're stepping forward to say like, not your job. Okay. Yeah. I'm taking a sip of water, and like my vessel is very heated up right now. It's a lot of your guides and your collectives working with me right now. Another message is that before while I was preparing, there was this sense, and I knew it was not my energy because I have nothing to do today. Okay. There's this sense of a rush through time. Because you don't have time, and you're like, time. Like it was a rush, and it was like you were baffled and was confused. Like I could barely, I couldn't spell. I was like, what is going on? It's not my energy. I'm chill today. Okay. So if that is you, and if you see like, oh yeah, I've been rushing, let's take a breath together and release that. Because a part of it is not yours. It's your ancestors reclaiming what is theirs. Give it back, give it back. It's not yours, it's not yours. It's just been running in your DNA, your generational energy. Give it back. Not yours. Okay? All right. And now that you are slowing down, we center into your energy. That's your essence. Yeah, that's your true essence. The rest, lovingly return it. Okay? And I'm going through all of this with you because we're in the same classroom. I'm like giving a presentation, but like I'm in your classroom, okay? So I'm also emptying, I'm also returning these energies alongside you with our guides here. Yeah. So that feeling of rush, of feeling stuck, of confusion, it was an entanglement that was created. And now that you are aware of it, you will they're telling me it'll just happen naturally. It'll dissipate. Yeah, it'll just happen naturally. There is nothing you need to really do in particular. If you want to send love to your ancestors, you want to, lovingly give love to that energy, that essence of that energy itself. No matter who it belongs to, be like, hey, here's some love, and you be free. Yeah. Whatever your soul guides you towards, that is your way of doing it. Our emphasis on it'll just happen very naturally. So be aware of those energies that belong to maybe your current family, your parents, your siblings, your blood related circles, your ancestors, passed on loved ones, and also the energy of your guides and your teachers in the ether. Some of them are recalibrating, and they are specifically contacting you at this time because you're meant to kind of redesign a way that you work with them that transcends the previous agreement, and that old agreement is phasing out as you draft this new alignment. And they're not even saying like contract or anything, and they're like, those terms are out the window for you. It's just, where do we align? Are we agreeing upon how we're happily working together? That's pretty much in a very sovereign form, okay? So there is also that for you as an energy conduit that is shifting. I know, like, some of you are like, oh, so much happening, and we haven't even gotten into the tarot. But maybe your messages today are just pure channeled messages, and the tarot would just be like a little fun gimmick that we do. So take it one step at a time. I know there are different layers happening across the different dimensions of the self that is you here. The avatar doing its thing, the oversoul, recalibrating to the new blueprints, the new Akashic alignment with your guides. They're saying organic, natural, no plan. It'll just present itself to you one step at a time. So take it easy. Yeah, they're going to take it easy and just watch it unfold. Yeah. And the last message was, the answers. The confusion is from the rush, or the rush meaning from the energies that you are lovingly returning, and it's optical illusion. So your way of seeing things are going to change. Some of the old lenses, the optical illusions, are beginning to fade or reform itself into a new vision, a new possibility, a new reality for you to be able to kind of picture and feel that energy coming in as you continue this process in your own natural rhythm. Yeah. Let me take a sip of water before we get into the tarot cards. So let me put down your Akashic notes. And I would first like to thank you for being here. Thank your guides, my guides, our collective, for joining us here today in this little party, this little dance together on YouTube in VTuber form. Thank you for being here, and yeah, let's just have fun with whatever the pictures, the art bring out, and with all of your guides here with us dancing. Yeah, so let's tune in and get started with your reading. I feel a big shift in your energy. It's much lighter. At least you know what you're working with, yeah? Much lighter. More space, more room for you to move. Maybe move, like shake your body, shake it out, have the energy run through you. I feel like if you have those activities, it'll be a good time to have that be a part of your daily practices, ecstatic dancing, flow movements, anything, somatic releases, basically. Yeah. And the stone that you are drawn to today, that is your anchoring object, is the labradorite, in the shape of a sphere or the black moon itself. I would not get so much into detail with this. They're saying you be the one who find the synchronicities, okay? Focus, please. It's pretty. I want you to see it. So, optical illusion. Again, the moon may look black, but if you look at it in the right perspective, in the right mindset, the right angle, there's always light. There's always light within. So if during eclipses you feel like your energy drops and like, oh my God, I'm not connected, optical illusion. You can't be disconnected. You can't be disconnected from what you are. You are source energy. You are your guides. You are the very same essence that they embody. Source energy in a body. How can you be disconnected from the very thing that made up you? Yeah. So first, maybe there's a shift in that belief. I feel like you already kind of know that, and at times you forget, right? And then you remember, and then you forget, and then you remember. And they're saying it's normal. How many times do we need to, I think Dr. Joe Dispenza said this, how many times do we need to forget to actually remember? And that's the spiral nature of learning, right? It's completely normal. Your guides are saying good job anyway in having the awareness, seeing where the shift is, and just keep doing you. It's going to sink in. It's going to become second nature, okay? So the rest, just look into labradorite, third eye, crown chakra, and you'll find the synchronicity that is just right for you. This, by the way, is I believe, what is it called? The Land of Stories Tarot. And they're telling me some of you, the energy that you are returning is the energy of the land that you are residing in. So ancestors, in terms of, how the land carries stories and its history and the people, the culture, you are returning what has been... They're trying to give me a word. Give me a second. What is it, love? You are returning what you have absorbed or kind of just mimic throughout your lifetimes in you growing up there. You're returning that as well. So yeah, same message. the ancestor of the land, the energy of the land are also saying, give it back. It is not yours to transmute all of it. It's not your responsibility. And they know that you are a loving soul and you would like to help. However, some things are a collective effort and a collective, like it's happening as you do your inner work as an individual, or automatically uplifts the energy, the karma, the patterns of the land. And look at you having all these. Your cards are, they're just all like major arcanas and important court cards. Yeah, that they just, yeah, I got a major brain fart. They just took it out of my brain. So I guess we'll just leave it at that. You know what I mean. Look at you. Not a single, like, not a single, you know, like, normal cards I would call. The word just slipped out of my brain. But you have really strong cards. It's an important time for you, okay? Take a sip of water. And these are, I'm asking for help from my ancestors here as well as guidance for this is a tarot deck called the Siamese Tarot. So I'm from Thailand, and that's why I'm like, I chose this deck, and also the Blood Moon, right? It's the only red deck that I had. And I was like, oh, how befitting. Yeah. So maybe they had me share that because you could ask for help from your ancestors, from the land itself, the energy of the land itself, the ancestral energy that resides in that land, and also your blood relatives, your blood lineage on these entire chapter of you renovating how you shine. And they're telling me like, go, like, of course, like in your culture, like for me it would be Thai, right? So I would reach out to my Thai ancestors, and they were just saying go beyond that too. Go way back. Yeah. So maybe go like, you know, caveman era, Stonehenge era, wherever you live, and you know that those have cultural ties to you. And also go maybe way back to, you know, Lemuria, Atlantis, the Anunnakis, the, you know, Sumerian gods and goddesses. Just go way back. They're just saying go as far back as you can and ask for help from the entire lineage, meaning from that point that you know is earliest, or like as for the far back you can go up to now, for what is ancestry for you. You have to, oh my god, that is like so much channel messages came through. I didn't see this, but this is insane. I've never had the world on the world. This is like a first time. The world right on. They're giving me a picture. Wait, the dimensions that you're working here, earthly dimension, up in the ether, over soul, there is a completion and a new beginning of a cycle that just aligns perfectly in this recent past that led you here in a very flowy, fluent, divine timing, synchronistic way. This alignment, and also the alignment with the blood moon, the eclipse, is one made, a decision made by you, your higher self. Specifically, they're giving me feminine side of the ancestry, to support your feminine energy in moving forward, in how you shine your light, how you nurture, how you serve. They're just saying, great, like you're right on time. No need to rush. You're right on time. Look how crazy this synchronicity is. And that means you're also getting a crazy amount of synchronicities. I mean, if anything, you've always been getting crazy amounts of synchronicities, okay? Cards. Why did I just... And if you're a reader, they're saying not just cards, like the cards are your modalities, or like you get these like happening to you like all the time. Also, like just the stuff that are happening around you in your earthly realm. It's like magic surrounding you all the time. How could this beautiful reality be behind schedule? Ask yourself. How could this wonderful new beginnings, new chapters, all the sparks, the messages that you get, how things seem to be moving, coming, being attracted to you, receiving in just the right time, in the right way, in the most effortless. They're giving me like a door, a path, things just appearing out of nowhere, out of thin air, and things materialize. How could this translate to you needing to rush? How could this mean you're behind? And you know the answer, because that energy is not yours. However, you may have taken upon, like we talked about, a role of a transmuter that hold that energy. Why? For you to come to this point where your oversoul and yourself, your avatar self here knows like, oh, dang, not my job. Wasn't my job. Not my burden. I'm supposed to be here, even at the center of the wheel flowing with, I'm supposed to be having a great time connecting with my guides, my ancestors. Why am I just instead sometimes, you carry that burden. However, they're just here to love you. They're just here to give you love. And they wish for nothing in return. Not even for you to carry the karma, not even for you to forgive, to transmute, to help them, nothing. It's pure unconditional love. And they're saying take the most advantage of this eclipse moon to take time inward and return these energies. It's portals are open here in the 3D, up in the ether. There's a gateway alignment where that energy is going to go through, and the universe will do its thing, goes wherever it wants to go. However, there's a portal, very clear portal of alignment of your avatar self here. And this, by the way, in my culture is a drawing a representation of an angel, an earth angel. So your avatar here, I mean, I don't usually want to, like label things. But for the sake and for the sake of communication, let's just say, that role of someone who is here to love the earth so much. The portal opens as a union for your feminine and masculine energy up in the ether, and it's to be reflected down here, as above, so below. So at this time, make a decision if you feel called towards it. The heavy, the dense, that is surrounding your auric field, your light body. Let them be as light as a feather, and may they flow wherever source guides them to be free. Yeah. Just like that. Make a decision. An internal alignment that this will be your truth from here on. And see what happens. Look at that pink energy. See how the cup it becomes full. See how your energy, you will be able to grasp the core of your own essence with no... They're trying to give me a word. No external particles, entanglements. No external quantum entanglements being attached to your energetic cords. At this time, if you work with star guides, Mintaka, Sirius, these two guides are very good in these. Because Mintaka, those particular souls or love energy that now present themselves as Mintakan, they thrive in clear water. So they're helping you clear the water. Okay? That's their natural habitat, clear water. So they'll kind of help you understand the state of water, of the energy within you, your blood, that is purity. And they're telling me a lot of you will be just inner knowing. They're saying however you speak with them, come in different modalities, meditation, downloads, and of course the Syrian guides who will work with unconditional love, helping you see how you could unconditionally love yourself more as the person who used to carry. Forgive that person, understand and thank yourself for being able to see a different way of being with your ancestors, of loving yourself while you walk alongside this earthly plane to create with them. And look at those, king and king, world and world. You have your energy. I'm saying, like, first up, like, thank you for being here. And I mean, not on this channel, but I mean that too. I mean, thank you for being here on Earth. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for all the things you do behind the scenes and the way that you shine your light, the way that you embody love. Thank you so much. You, from here on, please lead the way that you love to live. Lead in love for your life, in yourself. Create for you. For the foundation of the things that you manifest and create and the way that you share, it goes hand in hand with the cup that you hold or your emotions in your heart. So your guides and your ancestors would love to see you go forward in whichever path, your earthly adventures that you have here, as a conduit, as a love being, as a co-creator. That it first gives you whatever it is. And of course, when it serves your heart and it's something that, we are respectful of others, caring of how these stuff goes out, and just being respectful, being kind, being... they gave me a word in Thai. I don't know how to translate it. It's called Maitreya. It's directly translates to loving connections, like kindness, like friendship, loving connections, loving relations. As long as they're created in that energy and it makes you happy, your guides are just there. They are there. They will show up. So the higher path is not the higher path. And just from here on, they would love to see this for you. You know? I mean, look at that king. He's just sitting there feeding his dolphins. Whatever he's doing is weird, right? Look at that. Look at him holding sardines or something. Getting ready to feed the dolphins. And look at his kawaii, like, blush. On a pink throne. You know? But he's happy. And he's doing something good. He's feeding dolphins. I mean... that kind of, you know... mindset. Create things that make you happy. And of course, by your nature, I mean, they're not worried because the things that you create will automatically serve because of the love in your heart and the role that you know why you're here and what you're here to do. So much awakening, so much blossoming, surrounding whatever you do. So you are someone who helps others remember. Someone who helps other people just recall the true essence that they're just love. We're all love. We're all in this together. And for them to come home, you have to come home first. Okay? We'll get some clarifiers. I know the readings are getting a bit long, but I mean, I can never know how. I mean, I have nothing else to do. I'm just gonna sit here. Oops, sorry. Ding ding. Yeah. I'm just gonna be here and get some messages, and you know, I guess if you're still here, hello, kindred spirits. Hello, friend. We're in this together. Request. Me get. What do you want? I'm picking or another oracle deck. Okay. I want this. They want this. Okay. Well, they wanted to talk about request first. So request the egg timer. It's about time you hatch. It's about time. It's about time. Whatever project you're doing, the time. I mean, like they're not rushing you. They're just saying that you're in perfect alignment. If you're saying you're already thinking about hatching, yeah, because your internal soul knows that's your alarm clock. That's your timer. Like it knows when it knows. Okay, so any of the external like worldly concepts of time may not apply to you at this time because your time is the internal ringing. Is your internal ding ding ding, you know? Respect that, follow that. And if anything you're right on time to hatch or to start a new project. I mean, because you've emptied so much, you're anchoring in so much new energies, and they're saying let other people see the process, so they can learn, you can share it while you're going through it. It's a wonderful magical realm that you're opening up to have other people be able to kind of see whatever goes on in this particular phase, this internal realm during this time of change. So when other people or other souls or other love energies are also going through this particular upgrades, and you know they found whatever you're doing, however you're sharing, and they're like, oh, okay, I could learn a bit from that. I could reverse engineer it, you know, stuff like that. But they're saying No rush. Just like the egg timer, your soul will know. It'll give you a sign. The shadow. And look at that. Out of all the cards, you have the card that is the eclipse, that has the eclipse in it. I mean, I'm gonna show you how crazy you're of an attractor you are. If you've not realized this, and I'm guilty of this too. Okay, I'm guilty of this too. Let's make a shift together. Yeah. I doubt myself all the time. Look at the synchronicities, you know, with all the beautiful things in my life, the things that I get out of nowhere that I thought like, oh, I wish I wanted to eat this, and then the next day somebody bought it. You know, like repeatedly, the opportunities, and I'm still like, something's wrong. I'm still like, I'm behind. Gotta rush through this. You know, I get that too. That's the shadow. Because look at this. No other card has like the moon on it. Like, that's not the moon. That's not the moon. If anything, there's one card in this entire deck that has this, and you got it. And you got 2 world cards right on top of each other. I mean, your energy is aligned. Let that sink in to your logical belief. Have that be understood in your mind. This is a great time to do that. Because the more that you hold this knowing, the more the energy that we talked about that are emptying will make its way out. Like a cycle, like the moon. This is your upgrade moment that you planned. Great job. You're doing a great job. You're, again, another incoming question. You're already kind of like more than halfway through it. Yeah. Ooh, wait. Is YouTube gonna have a problem with this? Let me. I'm so sorry. Let me hide. Because YouTube doesn't like art of bodies. But this is the shadow that you're transmuting. If anything, it is the black moon that is facing out. Is the belief that you are. It's something's wrong, that you gotta, like, you know, do better, be better, go faster. Nah, that's out the window from this point on, okay? And they're saying it's like this cycle, you know, you guys are like, don't like, take it easy. If it comes back, it comes back. You know, eventually it becomes the new you. Give yourself a chance to grow into something new, and give yourself a chance to lovingly see your old programs on its way out, okay? Now let's put some colors back now that we worked with the shadow, and the shadow is the vessel, the cup is empty. Let's put some beautiful spectra color back into the reading. Meditation, you have card number 2. I meditate daily to allow universal wisdom to flow through me. Okay. You put away the other deck. Nowhere. You see it? Is it gonna focus? There. Meditate daily to allow universal wisdom to flow through me. Again, a representation of an angel. I'm getting, they're asking you to meditate, or maybe whatever modalities that bring you into that trance-like state, and, you know, access the quantum realms, the etheric field, because they are going to help you in that space. They're saying some of the guides, they are kind of already in position for your arrival in the quantum field, so that they can assist you with this, to share knowledge, to help you clear the energies, or simply to just give you love, to recharge you. Yeah, to recharge you. So as you are going through this process on earth, your spirit team, your guides, your ancestors are assisting this light body activation. If anything, the emptying is a part of that light body or the rainbow body activation that happens. So any of the masters, the teachers that have gone through this process are kind of in the, they're giving me, right now in the waiting hall for your arrival, because they know that you just show up right on time, and they know that it's time for them to be there. It's just like interesting. It's just, simply divine timing. They're saying meditate daily. So even if you, there, okay. Okay, love, I hear it. Let me take a sip of water. They're saying maybe rotate different kinds of meditation, sitting meditation, walking meditations, eyes open, eyes closed, dancing meditation, gardening meditation, art meditation. Just be able to know that your meditation doesn't, like, comes in various forms, and you'll be able to recognize the like what they share, the downloads, the love, through different ways of how they meet you in the flow state, in the quantum realm. So if you are someone who's like me and sometimes feel guilty for not meditating in the morning, know that, like, just really look at how you live your life, and are you really not meditating? Because you may be meditating more than you are aware of during the day, through other means. Okay. Yeah, and they're just like, oh, well, they'll meet you when you are ready. You'll get a sign. That's all I'm hearing. Yeah. That's it. I feel them stepping back. Okay. And yeah, of course, my camera is not focusing anymore. Let me try and focus so you can have one last look at your cards. There we go. All right, I feel like that's your message for the blood moon, or you're here during other time for the lunar eclipse energy. Thank you for the love that you are. Thank you for being here. Thank you for just all that you do, the way that you serve, how you embody love. Thank you. Thank you so much. And also thanks to your guides, my guides, your ancestors, my ancestors, the collective, let's just say the love energy of the universe that are here with us today for this reading, for this time that we spend together here in Lavaria on this channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your guidance and for the love. And if you like the reading, it'll help us a lot if you could, follow the channel, subscribe, leave a comment if the reading was, fun, if it was something that you enjoyed, leave a comment in the comment section, and share your experiences. You'll never know how it's going to be helpful to the other people who are drawn here together. And with that said, I feel like that's our cue, our time to go. Thank you again for being here. And remember, the universe is by your side, and your soul knows the way. Bye-bye.